while, but we haven't been able to film many things because of, you know, there not being much going on in the world, which has been lovely and restful. But now that some restrictions have been lifted in our area, we can get these little lockdown critters and our lockdown selves out for the afternoon safely and within our areas that we are allowed to go to. And we're just going to check out what this camera can do. Go for a waterfall hike, it's very amazing to be as grateful as we are, because we probably would have taken this for granted, the amount of times that we've been to waterfalls and bushwalks and stuff. And now that we're allowed to again, it's very nice to do. So we're excited, aren't we?
Just taking in those essential oils. Oh, we're here. Okay, this is our kind of first vlog with this Olympus OMD EM5 MK123. What a name. I'm gonna get tired of saying that. Get in the shot, mate. DK, are you heating up yet?
No. What's your plan?
Not full in?
It's a good plan.
Walk away. I'm just walking away.
Who goes there?
Oh my gosh, is this it?
Just a pint-sized version. You gotta hike all day to do Minion.
Yeah. And that wasn't
like
easy to find either, was it?
No, it's not an official trail. The one that I took you on,
Yeah.
where we did the boulder climbing, that's not an official trail. That's for like bushwalk extraordinaires.
Just little
Or people who've done Duke of Edinburgh
rebels.
and have been shown the trails by like trail leaders.
I'm going to show you this beautiful waterfall now. I'm going to flip this flippy screen around. Yeehaw.
Oh, not my best. I've got a computer and like 2 iPads in my bag.
Okay, we're testing this shallow depth of field. A little bit of micro four thirds bokeh. The thing about this is that it has face tracking, but when you press record, the little boxes around your face, they disappear. So in a situation like this, who's in focus? With a 1.7 aperture on this little Leica, made in Japan. I'm going to hold my arm out a bit further. That's okay, because it's a light camera. It's starting to feel it a little bit though. But I'm going to do a video on why perhaps these longer lenses that you're not so inclined to grab when you're vlogging could be a better thing for this type of interactions with the camera. That's another video.
I get bitten so everyone else is saved. I'm essentially a martyr, but I'm not choosing to be. Does that make you a martyr? Just a sacrifice, it's a better word.
Yeah, martyr is like when you choose to be a hero.
I would not choose this. I love you all, but I would not choose this life. Because I'm pretty sure I've had like Ross River fever before. We have not been in nature in ages, in so long, and it's so lovely, and I miss it. It was worth the 14 detours.
Yeah, it took us...
Google Maps is mental at the moment.
It took us like 3.5 hours. Actually, the first time I've felt paranoid in a long time is that Google Maps keeps sending me in these weird detours.
Yeah.
So what's that about?
Don't know.
And I've talked about it on Reddit. No one wants to confirm my conspiracy
aliens.
Theories.
Yeah, the world's
over. It has to be
aliens. Yeah.
What else could it be?
I don't know. Times are changing. They don't want us to drive anywhere, so they just give you directions to reroute you back home.
You have just unlocked the mystery.
Yeah. I think they're just trying to redirect everyone home.
I got to give you like 5,000
bing,
points.
Bing, 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 bing. I'm really smart.
Yeah, you are. Are we lost?
Probably.
Oh, it's a beautiful place to get lost in.
Farmland looking, and it just looks like a big chunk. It's just cracked open.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you can see the top of it. Normally, rainforest areas, the rest of the top of it looks a lot like this. But up there is very farmland. Like.
Yeah, it is.
And then all of a sudden it's like, whoop, semi-tropical. Although this isn't a really tropical. This isn't like medium in terms of like the density of the forest. It's still quite eucalypt and dry.
Yeah. Keep walking past me. Talk about this camera.
This camera is great.
I just had a little revision of that run into the waterfall area, and I am goddamn happy with it. Because I like doing crazy shit with cameras and gimbals. It's kind of my style. I'm trying to like one-upsmanship on Brandon Lai, but I think he's always going to beat me. What can I say? He's a bit of a gimbal demon.
Yes.
Thoughts on this camera? The Olympus EM5 III. I mean, you could write a rap. You probably should because it's such a long name. It's like a verse in a rap song, isn't it? But before I get my new career as a rapper, I'm gonna tell you a bit more about this flapper. This flappy screen.
God. This is our 5th take.
You can frame a second person and actually know where they are and not put your head in front of Mount Fuji. And I support not having flippy screens if it's just you in the shot.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to be dead center on...
When you got 2 people of 2 very different heights. Are you... Oh, wow, good spotting.
What is that?
It's a rosella, isn't it? Or some big jungle bird.
This with my right hand using it, like it's got it on my right hand. The lens is just right here and it's almost where I am on the screen. So that's really working for us. And
You're gonna walk into that wall.
I can get Elise in the shot 80% of the time instead of like 50 or 30. But this wide angle lens helps. It's manual focus, but just clicking on the F4, put it a bit far away from your face and everything's in focus. Can you hold it for a bit, babe? We can still both talk to the camera.
Yeah.
Bit puffed. We're going on the upside of the hill. Awesome backlit. We've kind of torture tested the exposure on this. Some pretty harsh, contrasty lighting. No camera really likes that. It's never good to get cinematic kind of footage, but it's just fun also using these lavs. Look at me back here. You can still hear me great. I mean, yeah, they're fast to set up,
setting
but
right.
Once you've got them, I'm sure we will, when we look back on this footage, and you will when you're looking at it now, will appreciate how it sounds.
Volume.
So vlogging, what do you think, babe? You liking it?
Yeah, it's different. It's like not, it's heavier than when we had the tiny Sony. And it's obviously not, as I wouldn't be able to vlog like this with our last camera.
Yeah, maybe it's only,
But
the lens is about the same.
yeah.
Maybe it's only 200 grams heavier, but we get the flippy screen.
Yeah.
And 200 grams is a lot on this gimbal.
We're at the end.
Oh, we've made it.
Thank you for joining us today.
Yep,
Gone
thank
on a
you.
few little missions.
Hope you liked all 3 waterfalls. We really did.
Hope you felt like you got out of the house
Yeah,
for a tiny
live
bit.
vicariously through an Australian family. And
Thanks for joining us and
Yeah.
take care.
see
Be
you on
safe.
the next camera vlog. And stay tuned for a few cinematic driving home sequences.
Woohoo!
Say bye, angels. Can I hitch a ride inside your vehicle? Oh, thank you.
We missed the green. Waiting again.
So sorry.
I'm so patient.
You are.
I know.
Best wife of all time.